What's up guys, it's Dault here, and today we're going to go over what I do every day before playing to build consistency. It seems kind of stupid, but how much you have going on in your real life will greatly affect how well you would be playing. Before I even touch my computer, I try to knock out 1 or 2 tasks every day that'll give me a sense of accomplishment. This ranges from going to a walk, eating a healthy meal, relaxing with my friends and family, tidying up my room, anything that'll help me clear my mind so I don't have to focus on anything when I sit down to play. One of the things that I heavily suggest is cleaning your room. This may sound odd, but being in a cluttered space, whether it be your desk or the area around your desk, can severely impact your performance. You may consciously be thinking about the game, but subconsciously you're worried about other things, like the water bottles, any garbage you have, laundry you have to do. It seems small, but it can take up a big portion of your subconscious. It's very easy to get sidetracked when you're in game when you have other things to think about. Try clearing up anything you have to do throughout the day before you get on your computer. It may seem like a daunting task, but it'll be much more rewarding in the end when you build this consistent routine. Now let's talk about what I do once I get onto my computer. I have an established warm-up routine through Kovacs, but you can use Kovacs or AimLab or anything else you would like. If you guys would like for me to make a video about that, I'd be more than happy to help you guys establish a warm-up routine. I know plenty of people who don't warm up or say that it doesn't work, but for me, and what I've seen give me results, is to warm up and stick to this consistent schedule. I mean, this is a video about consistency after all. This next one might throw a lot of you off, but it's to stop drinking caffeine while you play. Caffeine has a large effect on your motor skills. In a handful of studies, caffeine is shown to increase spontaneous activity like twitching, foot tapping, as well as jitteriness, and even an increase in blood pressure. Also cited in a couple studies is that people who are using caffeine while gaming tend to become more annoyed easily, make riskier decisions, and see an overall decrease in the consistent gameplay. What does this mean for you guys though? It could be anything from shakier aim, taking riskier duels, taking overall bad fights, or you just seem a little more on edge. Now, I'm not saying to just go out and instantly cut caffeine from your diet, to never drink any while you're gaming, but I do suggest intaking less caffeine or substituting a water in for one of your second or third energy drinks of your session. I think it's about time we get into the game now. Right off the bat, once I load into the game, I load into the firing range for about 15 to 20 minutes. I try out every single gun for a mag or two. I practice wall bounces, zipline tech, flashy little plays, anything and everything that possibly could happen during the start, end, or middle of a game. I try to practice a small section of. It's boring and it does get repetitive, but eventually you'll see your progress and consistency increase over time. You may not need to practice 15 to 20 minutes every day. You may only start to need 10 to 15, depending on how quickly you're starting to see yourself improve, how easy it is for you to do these things in your warm-up routine, things of that nature. As much as Kovacs and AimLabs warms you up, there's still nothing better than getting your hands onto the game and trying to recreate situations inside of the game. One of the best things you can really do is start hot dropping. Even when you're playing pubs, just run around, run at kids, land on a bunch of people, try to get as many kills as you can and get yourself into situations that are really hard to get out of on purpose. This sounds like it wouldn't do much because you're flying through games, you don't think you're getting a lot of long practice in, but what about endgame fights? Eventually, you're going to be able to kill the entire lobby on drop or kill everybody that contests you, and you will make it to those endgame fights. The beginning and middle game is usually the hardest part of the game and the part that a lot of people suffer with the most. Endgame is usually pretty slow, especially when you get to higher ranks. Yeah, it gets clustered at the end, but a lot of it is kind of just sitting around. If you want to improve your gun skill and just be really consistent, I suggest just dropping on kids. Like I said, what's the worst that happens? You lose, you just queue up again. You might even hit some nice clips. Who knows? Now, it's not like these are any revolutionary ideas by telling you to practice, play a lot, drop hot, but it really does work. You'd be surprised the amount of progress I made. I only have around 450 hours in Apex, and I've hit Masters for 2 splits now. If you guys do see yourself becoming more consistent over time using these, that's a really good thing, and I'd love to hear your consistency or reach out. Now, I know this wasn't the most long or the most in-depth video you've ever seen on building consistency, but there are definitely a lot of things that we can work on separately to make longer videos. If there's things that you guys wished I went over more in this video, if there's more things you guys want to see, if you want help, feel free to reach out to me at any point in time, leave a comment under the video, my Discord and things are in the description. If you are interested in joining the Discord, I'd appreciate that a lot. There's a lot of channels where you can promote yourself, you can look for a group, you can talk to me and my friends directly, you can hop in and play some games with us. You can ask for advice or for a VOD review. Really, whatever you want to do. You can just come hang out and look at clips. It's definitely a fun and interactive community. It's small right now, but I'm hoping that it grows over the next few months or to the few years. I just want to thank you guys again for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a like. Feel free to subscribe. I'll try to upload a little more consistently and put out a little more content now. I've got a pretty good idea where I want my content to go and who and what I want to help. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by.